So I was playing through some Diablo 4 Nightmare Vaults last night, and I really wanted to update my tuning stones. I'm currently level 80, I still have 20 levels to go before hitting 100, but I wanted to just max out my tuning stones, just get through these vaults and see what the best way for upgrading your stones were. So I started with just doing at the time I was tier 31, and I noticed that it got me 9 stones. Then I did tier 34, that got me 10, tier 35 got me 8, and then a tier 36 got me 9 again. And it made me curious as to, does the difficulty of the tier actually matter? So what I did was I went back to the Nightmare World tier 3 difficulty and ran a bunch of tier 1s and tier 2s and ended up getting 5 to 7 stones. Now the reason it's 5 to 7 is because with the ancestral vaults, you get the big 10 cost chest. That'll give you 1 to 3 stones as well. So really it doesn't matter what difficulty you're on. And it made me realize that, maybe I should have realized this before, that whenever you pick up a stone, regardless of what difficulty or how you get that stone or how long it took you to get that stone, it's always going to be a plus 10 progress towards that rank for that stone. So really what this comes down to is, if you want to upgrade your tuning stones, like purely, this isn't a leveling guide for your character, this is just for leveling your tuning stones. All you want to do is the lowest difficulty that you can breeze through. So that's either going to be tier 1 or tier 21, depending on what level you are. So for my character, I'm level 80. The monsters at tier 21 are going to be level 75, and the monsters at tier 1 are going to be 54. So for me, I'm level 80, 75 minus 5 monster to character rank. I'm going to be able to breeze through that. If you're level 60, you won't really be able to breeze through tier level 21. So you'll just go down to tier 1, where the monsters are 6 levels behind your character, and you can just breeze through that. And this ends up being a lot quicker than going through any other vault that you would do that's at your character's level, or normally the recommended go through a dungeon 10 levels higher than your character so you can get the most XP. Because when my character was doing the tier 1 and tier 2 vaults, it took me anywhere from 2 to 2.5 minutes to clear it. So we're getting 5, 6, or 7 tuning stones per, we'll say, 2.5 minutes. Versus when I'm doing the tier 21, tier 22 vaults, that took a little less than 4 minutes, like 3 minutes and 45 seconds. So we're getting anywhere from 8 to 11 tuning stones in less than 4 minutes. And then I have some data over here. So you can see with the Pearl of Wardings, I started with 150. And each time I do a Nightmare Vault that's tier 21 or higher, I use 3 wardings. That gives me the 30 blessings from Zoltan Kuhl. And every time that I finished that dungeon, I either matched what I had when I started, or I gained more Pearl of Wardings. I would say that this is going to be the fastest way to gain tuning stone levels. It's not going to be good for leveling. You're going to get barely any experience because you're going to be so many levels higher than the monsters that you're fighting. But if you get to level 100 and you still need some tuning stones to complete, definitely do this method. Or if you just want to try a build and you have to level up one of the tuning stones, I think this will be the best method for that. It's just something that I noticed last night when I was going to do a completely different video, and then I ended up making this one. So hopefully that was helpful, and talk to you soon.